Yeah, I think I want to put it clear that I didn't drop those two players. I think before the start of the championship, I spoke to the players and said to them exactly which games they're going to start and which games they're not going to start. The same thing with Ron. You know, I think he's been playing great rugby, but before the championship, I said to him, he's going to play these two games. I think especially on your hooker and your nine, you need fresh guys, and those are the guys comes on, not a replacement, impact players for 30 minutes. So I think with the players know exactly where they stand, it's great, and I think we've got continuity in the group now, and most of these guys have played the whole season. Yeah, I think the biggest thing between a coach and players is trust, and you know, mostly I stick to my word, and before the start of the competition I've said to Adriaan he's going to start this game, and I can even tell you now Bismarck's going to start the next game, so don't read too much into it. It wasn't to keep Bismarck away or to you know, keep him away from this game or take the pressure of him. You know, I'm probably a very simple person and a simple coach, so there's nothing to read in that. This is a team that I've picked even 2-3 weeks ago, and the players know where they stand, so I don't read too much in other things, and you know, like I said, I'm simple. Just pick the team I think is a great team going forward. And I think what's also important is you need to keep 23 players going forward and you know, giving them game time and keeping them fresh. Now, performance is always the first, you know, the first and most important thing. I've also said to the players, you know, take it in the right way, but I'm not loyal to players, I'm loyal to performance. But if you sit with probably the two best hookers in the world, it's so much easier to rotate them, and I believe the two best scrummers as well. Don't do it with all the players. But there's certain guys that you know, that you need to give a chance and to keep them fresh and to keep them going. Otherwise, you don't have them for the rest of the campaign until the World Cup. And I think the great thing is both Bismarck and Adriaan is great leaders as well. And you can see the confidence I've got in them that, you know, when they rotate, they're the vice captain as well. What I'm very happy about, if you look at the squad, most of the guys is almost now in double figures. Two new guys playing 50, so I think we're getting the experience. But performance is always the main criteria. And you won't rotate all the players. They know they have to play for their places. But if you sit with quality players like that, and if you look at our front row on the bench as well, you know, it's guys that can start in any certain game. So it's a horses for courses effect, and I'm very happy it's worked for us so far. It's not just a figure, obviously, as most as possible. But I think what we've learned in the past, you can't just have 22 players with a lot of test matches and experience. You need at least a squad of 30, 35. And I think experience is not just test caps. I think the one thing that we've also learned is last week, you know, the previous game, how you play under pressure. How you play under pressure if you've got 14 men. We've trained for a lot of situations where we run through in at hooker. We've trained for that. So it's part of the experience in putting me under pressure. So it's not just amount of test matches, but you need at least, you know, 10, 15 guys that's played 50 plus test matches. And I think we're getting there. And you don't want to, you know, you don't want to make experiments going into the World Cup. I think this is probably the last year that you want to experiment and give guys chances. I've never been big on giving guys chances. They have to deserve their chance. And I think we've got a great squad of 30 now going forward, and there's one or two injured players coming back as well. So I think we're in a much better position than we've ever been, especially last year. Played some great rugby, now it's important to keep the momentum and keep the focus for this game. Yeah, you know, I'm really happy for Mornay. Epitomise what I like from a player and our team. You know, he's been written off so many times in his life, and with all due respect to Mornay, you know, really means this. Probably not always the most gifted player when I started coaching or talented, but he's an unbelievable work ethic. He's the type of guy that I've seen. I'll probably coach him for 10 years, and now probably another 2 of the box. And if he missed one training session all those 10 years, probably don't know about it. You know, he's always a warrior, always train 100%, never complains. Always kick, you know, take extra kicks at the end of the session. And like I said, when he started, he didn't even kick for his high school team or for his province or for his school team for that matter. So it just shows, you know, I think his inspiration to a lot of kids out there. It shows that it's not always the best player that makes it, but the guy that works the hardest. And you know, talent or hard work always beats talent. And I think he's a great example. He's won a lot of test matches for his country, and the way he came back is amazing. And you know, that's what the team stands for. And I'm really, really happy for him, and I hope he can play another 50 test matches for his country. I really believe he played some great rugby, especially at home this year. Now we've been on the road for 3 test matches, and we've played some great rugby there as well. But I really want the guys to make a step up at home. Again, it's not going to be easy. The quality, I still believe, is a quality side, and it's always been tough if you look at the previous encounters, especially here. But I want these guys to take it to the next level. But a good win will be good enough for me. But obviously, I would like to have a great win. I think that players probably knowing me, I just believe if a guy doesn't put his body on the line 100% out of 100% times he puts on that jersey, then he won't play for me going forward. So the guys know there's no time for complacency, because there's a lot of competition in the side with 30 great players, and even a lot of other guys in Currie Cup proving themselves as well. So the message is very, very clear. If a guy can't put their body on the line for their country and for their teammates, they don't deserve to play. So I can't see there's going to be any complacency. We respect the Wallabies. They've always been a very, very strong side. And it's always been very tough playing them away or especially at home. So I truly believe the guys are motivated, and it's more about us this week, and we really want to play some great rugby. No, it's great news for me. Firstly, as an individual, Skalk's a great guy. We're really on good terms, I believe. He's a great player. Like I said, I'm loyal to performance, and we've got brilliant loose forwards in this country, and the more the better. So I also believe he's a great leader, and there will be injuries going forward. In the World Cup, you want to pick your best 33 players. So every guy's going to have the same opportunity. I think it's great for Western Province as well, because he's a leader, and maybe hopefully going forward he'll take some pressure off John as well. But quality player, and I'm really happy to see him back. And he's a warrior. He's been very, very sick and came through that and had injuries, and that's the type of player I like. So definitely look at him. Saw him yesterday, had a quick chat with him, and it's great to have him back. And hopefully he can press for starting in the team. But by saying that, I truly believe our loose forward at the moment is really playing great rugby.